Hello, this is Steve, and I'm back with the 2018 Jayco Redhawk 25R. We're going to take a tour of the inside and explain all of the things you need to know on the inside. First of all, when you open the door, it has an automatic stairs system. So when the screen door is shut, there's a little mechanism in here. Whenever the screen door shuts, the stairs come up. Whenever the screen door is open, the stairs open back up so you can get in. Now, if you're at the campground, the first thing you want to do is make sure you turn on your main power. That is going to enable all the power in the RV to work. From there, after you turn on the main power, we're going to turn on the interior lights so we can see what's going on. If you're going in and out of the RV all the time, once you're set up at the campground, you can turn the power step. Right now it's on and it goes back and forth. Every time I shut the door, you could turn it off, which would mean when I shut the door, the steps stay open. So that just makes it so you're not, the steps don't have to open and close 50 million times every time you go in and out of the camper. So you'd want to turn the power step off once you're at the campground. So you have the interior lights. These are exterior lights, so obviously that's outside. If it's dark, you could turn those on. Down here, speakers, if you want to turn inside or outside speakers off. The awning we will get to in a minute. The next thing over here, once you arrive at your campsite, you'll want to make sure that the RV is leveled. So here, and in order to use this, the engine of the vehicle needs to be off. You also need to have the emergency brake on. You would hit power, wait for it to come on. Once it's on, what you're going to do is you're going to push the auto leveling button. And then what's going to happen is there are hydraulic stands. I don't even know where. Okay, on the side, on all four sides, that will come down and level the RV. So you got one here, one on the other side, and then two in the back, and that will automatically level the RV for you. Okay, next, this is what we consider the main control panel. So at the top, you have your generator. If you're going to use the generator, push the button down on the stop until the red light comes on. Once it's on, then you can push up to start. Hold it for a second. Oh, hold on. There you go. Okay, so finally, and it comes on. There is an inverter. You won't need to worry about that. This button here, it shows you, they show you the battery level. So right now it's on 2/3. Then we have fresh water tank is empty, black water tank is empty, gray water tank is 1/3 full. Okay, so that gives you an idea. And anytime your gray or black freshwater tank gets up to 2/3 or full, you're going to want to dump. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. I put this note on here. It says closing bathroom, or you need to close the bathroom door before closing the RV cabin slide. Well, we don't have to worry about that because the RV cabin slide has not been opened yet, but we're going to open it right now. So right here, you have to hit the extension, or extend rather, and it's gonna, if you push that and hold it, the RV, okay, will open up. So once that's open, you'll be set. Down at the bottom, you have your water heater. Now, if you want hot water, when you're hooked up to the electric, you'll be using the electric hot water. If you're driving down the road and you need, or you're camping off the grid and not, with any type of electric source, you're going to need to use the gas. So you'll turn that up. so you will have a hot water. The water pump, even though you have pressurized water that's coming into the RV, a lot of times I turn the water pump on just to help the water, you know, get through the system and come out of all of the faucets, you know, just like you're at home. This last one, this tank heater, you will not need to worry about. That's only for cold weather situations where you have potential freezing conditions, where you would want to keep the fresh black and gray tanks from freezing. Okay, so that is the main control panel, and I think that is all you need to know about this stuff here. So once we get inside the Jayco, obviously you have the driver's seat, passenger seat, the upper bunk, which I have full of pillows and blankets at this point. I have a dinette, which will fold down into another bed, which it's kind of short, so you would probably want to use this for smaller kids, but you can fold it down using this latch here. I'm not going to go into it and do the whole thing. The next thing, you have a sofa that will, like a futon, hold on, come out and turn into a bed. So if you need more bed space, you should have it with the bunk, the dinette, the sofa, and then of course the main queen size bed in the back. Right here we have the thermostat. So because it's summer, I'm going to turn it on cold, and then it's going to be on high, and then put it whatever temperature you want. Now, in order to use the air conditioner, as I said earlier in the first video, you will either need to be hooked up to an electric source because of the energy that the air conditioner uses, or you are going to have to turn on the generator. So right now we're not hooked up to an electric source. I have the generator running, so the air conditioner is going. Now the TV remote is in here. Now you can turn the TV on as well when you're driving down the road. The air conditioner, the TV, that's fine. You don't want to run too many things at the same time, even though you know, may want to cook popcorn, run a blow dryer, turn the air conditioner on, and have the TV on, and then plug two things into an outlet. That's probably going to be too much and may trip the circuit breaker box that's in the generator. So you don't want to do that. If you have to use the microwave, maybe you turn the TV off. If you have to, you know, blow dry your hair, turn off the TV, don't use the microwave. You just have to, because it's a 30 amp system, you can't use too much at the same time. Even though, you know, you'd like to think you can, you can't. Air conditioner, we went over. The refrigerator, now they have the actual refrigerator and the freezer. Now when you are driving down the road, not hooked to any electric source, it's going to be on gas and run off of gas and battery power. Once you arrive at the campground, then you can just turn it on to auto, and then at that point the refrigerator will stop going or using propane, and we'll start using electric. Microwave, everybody's got one, shouldn't have to explain. The kitchen, you have a light, you have a fan. This kitchen, if you turn the gas on with the one knob, you're going to have to go to the other knob and hit the spark. Okay, well, let me turn. Okay, so now, once I turn the gas on, then you got to spark it. Okay, and then obviously if you want to turn it off, you just turn the gas power to off. I have all of the possible cooking and eating utensils you should need. 2 gloves if you're cooking, grilling. I have cleaning supplies down here, also a rechargeable flashlight, We have the sink, paper towels, up top, cups, coffee pot, French press, teapot. Okay, so I think that's all you're going to need to know in the main cabin, other than this is the fuse and circuit breaker box. Hopefully you will not need to get into here, but if, as I said earlier, if you run too many things at one time, it's potentially going to click the circuit breaker switch. So what you would have to do, if you were just using the generator, you'd have to click a switch out there to turn it back on, and then also this top one you would have to flip it back over. But hopefully you won't have to get into that, because you won't be running too many things at one time. Obviously you have, if you were running heat would come out of the black vents that are located throughout the RV. Air conditioner comes out of the top. And I think, well, let me know, that's not all. There's plenty of outlets throughout and light switches where you can turn different lights on. The bathroom. Okay, so this door, oh, we got a little mess in here. I usually keep the trash can in the shower just to keep it from making a mess. Okay, so the bathroom, obviously you have the sink, and you have two areas where you could put your personal items. The toilet, we are not going to flush anything other than the proper RV toilet paper down the toilet, because we don't want any clogs. Okay, so once you use the toilet, now you got to put sanitizers in the toilet, so you know, every time the black water tank is drained, I throw a sanitizer in there just to make sure everything is fresh smelling. The shower, okay, self-explanatory. You got the shower door that shuts. Next thing, when you're flushing the toilet, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but you would push this with your foot, and then of course the water would come out and the toilet would open. Okay, should be plenty of toilet paper for you. Last thing in here is the fan. Now you have a light in here. Also the fan, you want to make sure that the bath fan, if you're going to be using the fan, is pushed to the up position. And then, if you can reach it, hopefully, there is a little remote control. And what you're going to do is you're going to hit the top button, and then that's going to open up the fan. And you can either, depending on which button you push, it's either going to draw air out of the RV, or it could, you know, if you push a different button, it could draw air back into the RV. So it's depending on what you want to do. If you want to air this, you know, the bathroom out, you would have the fan blowing, or, you know, spinning one way and blowing out. Otherwise, it would spin the other way, and then the fresh air will be coming in. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna hit this top button again. It's gonna close. I'll put the remote control back. I'll turn the bath fan off. I'll turn the light off, and then we're finished. Okay, and then of course you can shut the bathroom door. There's also a couple of spots here where you can keep, you know, food. There are a couple of spots here where you can put clothes, towels, whatever. Behind the TV, if you pull this strap down, you'll see that there's hanger space up there for clothes that you want to put on a hanger. And then this TV, it does lock into place so it doesn't fly around while you're driving. So let me try to put this back. Okay. So I clicked it back into place, and it should stay while you're driving down the road. And I think that's all you need to know. There is a fire extinguisher here, extra key, storage space up top, which has two I guess privacy sheets that can be velcroed to the top if the person in the bunk bed area wants to have privacy. I usually use that for my daughter or storage. This area does have everything as far as the fire and then carbon monoxide sensors. And I think that's all that you need to know for the inside. If you have any questions, obviously text me or call me and I can help you out. So until the next video, bye.